Hello friends, today I will be discussing about the monthly endometrial cycle, also known as the menstrual cycle. It has three phases: proliferative phase, also known as estrogen phase, which lasts for 11 days; secretory phase, which is also known as progesterone phase, which lasts for 12 days; and menstruation, which is nothing but desquamation of endometrial lining, which lasts for 5 days. So altogether, it is a cycle of 28 days, but the time duration may vary. First, proliferative phase. It is also known as estrogen phase. At the beginning of each monthly endometrial cycle, the endometrium is totally desquamated. Only some stroma and epithelial cells of deeper endometrial glands remain. This phase estrogen secreted and produced by the ovary. Under the influence of estrogen, the endometrial cells and stroma proliferate rapidly and endometrium is reepithelized in 4 to 7 days. Moreover, endometrial glands located in cervical part of uterus secrete mucus which gets arranged in strands along the length of the cervical canal. These form channels which direct the sperm in proper direction from vagina to uterus. Secretory phase is also known as progesterone phase. Progesterone and estrogen are secreted by corpus luteum after ovulation. Progesterone has also slight proliferative effect on the cells of endometrial glands, thus they increase in size. Thus we can say that estrogen and progesterone are synergistic hormones. Changes in endometrial glands during secretory phase. First, more proliferation, increased tortuosity of gland, increase in size of cells of gland, increase in glycogen and lipid content of the gland, and increase in tortuosity of blood vessels. At peak of secretory phase, the endometrium is thickest, that is from 5 to 7 millimeter. This is a very important statement because it is not at the peak of the first phase, that is the proliferative phase, but it is at the peak of the second phase, that is the secretory phase, that the endometrium is thickest. Purpose of endometrial gland changes is to increase large number of stored nutrients. These nutrients provide nourishment to the fertilized ovum till it gets successfully implanted after 7 to 9 days of ovulation. Uterine milk is secreted which provide nourishment to the fertilized ovum. After successful implantation, trophoblastic cells on the surface of implanting ovum at the blastocyst stage begin digesting the substance of endometrial glands in the adjacent areas. This provide nutrition to the implanted embryo. Third, menstruation is nothing but desquamation of epithelial lining of endometrium. It occurs in case the ovum is not fertilized. Cause: decrease in estrogen and progesterone, especially progesterone. It is a very important statement because menstruation phase occurs due to lack of both estrogen and progesterone, not only progesterone, but more due to the lack of progesterone. Thus, we can also say that progesterone is a pregnancy maintaining hormone. The first effect is change in, that is obviously reduction in thickness of endometrium to about 65%. That is, the reduction is by 35%. Tortuous blood vessel become vasospastic. This occurs due to prostaglandins that induce vasoconstriction, particularly prostaglandin F2. Due to vasospasm, the blood flow is decreased, which leads to necrosis of the endometrial lining and which leads to shedding of the endometrium. During normal menstruation, along with blood, 35 ml of mucus is also lost, which is known as serous fluid. Menstrual fluid is normally non-clotting because of fibrinolysin. If excessive bleeding occurs in menstruation, then one of the reasons may be lack of clotting factors. Within 4 to 7 days after menstruation starts, the loss of blood ceases. Leukorrhea during menstruation occurs due to release of leukocytes along with the necrotic material and blood. Advantage or benefits of leukorrhea is that due to release of leukocytes, the uterus remain infection free during menstruation. Protective function, it serves as a protective function for uterus against infections. Some other protective mechanism for uterus are some unknown factors secreted and released during menstruation. Thank you friends. If you like my video, then please subscribe my channel and press the bell icon. In the next video, I would be discussing the topic menstrual cycle disorders. For more updates, please subscribe my channel and press the bell icon. Thank you.